All right, good morning, folks. Happy to see everybody here. Hang on just a second. Let me get the auxiliary light on. There we go. Get the camera pointed good direction. All right, good morning. Happy Saturday. Let's go through roll call. Al, Cornelia, come here. Help me say good morning to everybody, Cornelia. Help me say good morning. Yeah. All right, Ronald, good morning. Got the coffee going. Good. I need it. I was up too late last night and woke up too early today, but it's all good. Anyway, Rune International, good morning. Um, yeah, you were here 6 hours ago to click the like, uh, smash the like button, lick the smash button, whatever. Anyway, thank you for that. Dana Reed, as always, good morning. Torch of KCK, good morning to you. G Keyman 565. Who else do we have here? Let's see. No, don't. Kitties are wild this morning. Cornelia's really missed me. Anyway, who else do we have here? Miko Wolf, good morning to you. Let's see. I saw Night Owl in here. Good morning, Night Owl. Glad you were able to make it this morning. I know you've been working a lot lately. Who else? Good morning, Nate Godden. Um, let's see here. Who else do we have? Dark Arts Lockpicking. Good early morning to you down under, sir. James Randolph, good morning. Kurt O. Lock and Key, good morning. Cornelia is knocking shit off the table and tools off the mag bar and everything. Yes, Cornelia, yes. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. And don't worry, we've got babies running around everywhere, so I'm sure we'll see them. Um, they are getting big, Dana. They are. Um, yes, yes, I know. I know. So anyway, happy to be here this Saturday. I know last Saturday I did kind of a short live from the lake. There was a lot going on, and I had a padlock that I was actually going to pick so we could actually say that we did lock picking on the lake, but I forgot it. I had other things that I needed to try to pack, like ham and cheese sandwiches and chips and salsa and beverages that are nice and refreshing on the lake. And anyway, but my friend who's on the boat, I go out with her. She is her boat, and we used to work together years ago, and we're really close friends. And I'm so thankful to have her because, as she constantly reminds me, I don't need to buy a boat. I just need to have a friend who has a boat, and I do have a friend who has a boat. Um, Come here. Here's a tiny Cornelia. Ow, Cornelia, let go of my. Ow. No, don't. Please don't bite my leg. I'm wearing shorts. Um, anyway, so yeah, um, only a few more weeks left in the lake season, so I'm going to make the most of it. Next weekend, I may be around. She's going to go on a trip. Ow, Cornelia. That's going to be this live. Y'all going to see me jumping around because she keeps nibbling at me. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Am I not giving you enough attention? I'm sorry. I know. I know. I can't wait to get her to the point where um, she can come inside. Night owl, yes, it proves the value of long pants. It's just too hot and humid here, though. Oh my God. It's been in the 90s all week this week. For like the last 2 weeks, it's been in the 90s, or let's see, lower 30s for everybody outside the US. Um, but the humidity here in the southeast is what makes it. Ow, no, no bite, no bite. Okay, thank you. The humidity here in the south is what makes it really unbearable sometimes, and we get about 673% humidity between June and September. So it's been, I've been grateful for the lake. It's been nice. Let's see. Jay Locks NY, good morning to you. James Randolph, am I covered in catnip? Apparently so. Um, I don't remember using that as my body wash scent this morning, but apparently she liked something that she smelled. And like I said, this week I've actually worked a lot of long hours and had stuff in the evenings. I actually kind of have a social life now. It's kind of weird having a social life after not having one for years. Pretty pretty cool actually. You know, be in my late 30s and have a social life again. Might explain why I stayed up last night and why I was late this morning. Anyway, let's see. Dave Addion, good morning. I'm not sure if I say good morning to you or not. James is about to head off to bed once your hacking software finishes its attempt. Yes, you're trying to hack my IP cameras in my house to see what I'm doing as to why I was late for live. Isn't that right? SecureTech, good morning. Alan Corson, over 100 degrees for weeks here in Texas. Yeah, Alan, I couldn't imagine. Do y'all get the humidity where you're at in Texas? I know certain parts of Texas gets, really bad humidity, and I know other parts gets more of a dry heat, but um, yeah, I mean, we touched 100 here probably about a month ago, I guess. Yeah, a little over a month ago, there was one day we touched 100 in the Charlotte area, and it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I did not would not recommend. Let's see. Tempting to crack a password. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, speaking of cracking passwords, I really need a Phoenix or black box device for safe work. I think I about got my boss talked into one of the two. Um, because we're doing more safe work. He did actually buy me a big um, reference sheet for drill points on different locks for different safes and such, and he's making an investment in me. And I said, okay, that's great. I said, I really need some safe drill bits though, because we wore out um, the the DeWalt Black and Golds that I like them and they're great until they're worn out. And then once they're worn out, it's like you just can't get anything out of them. Now, I do need to take them back to the shop and put them in the sharpener and see if they will sharpen up maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Been super hot in New York. Yeah, I've been hearing about that too on the news, Jay. Um, few times I've used one very much like the little black box. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, I really want one of those because I've had a couple safe jobs recently, and one of them, actually HKS Jeff helped me through, and he's like, hey, the code just quit working, and the keypad would give an incorrect combination error and go into timeout after 2 minutes. And I noticed that the 3 button had stopped working on it. It was a top-lit Securam keypad. What is it? The 0609 or 0601. 0601 safe lock from Securam, which normally, from what I understand, Securam's pretty good, but those keypads are just, completely crummy. Um, but I happen to have another one in my truck that I took off from a different job and replaced on that one. Um, but it still works, and I was able to open the safe. So I've got them band-aided right now, waiting for the new keypad to come in. Unfortunately, it's been just over the 1-year warranty, so I doubt we're going to get Securam to warranty a new keypad. Let's see here. Alan Corson in North Texas, so not so bad. Okay, yeah. Um, I've driven through Amarillo a number of times, going to California and back, and that's a nice, like the Panhandle of Texas is nice. Let's see. Rune's going to make a video about about a Nipex tool for locksmiths that most locksmiths do not know they need. Well, as y'all saw on the tool bag video that I did a few weeks ago, or like a month ago now, I guess. God, time's flying. Anyway, I carry 2 pairs of Nipex in the tool bag at all times, and then I've got larger ones that are in the truck, and I think I really, really want to get the smaller ones, like Jason has shared with on his videos and raves about, that are the tiny pocket size ones. I really, really do want to get those, just to carry. Let's see. Doubt. Seen the new toys Sarah Pick has made. He shared it on Instagram. Open Sentry safes with electronic pin codes in about 10 seconds. No, I haven't seen that. I really, that really sounds interesting because we get a lot of Sentry safes brought in. How's the audio doing on y'all's end? The little widget just popped up and said, my bit rate is 0. I imagine y'all are hearing me, otherwise you'd be blowing up the chat. Anthony, good morning to you, sir. Happy Saturday. Night Owl does not recommend our weather. Been threatened a thunderstorm, but haven't had one. Okay, so I posted on the community page for my YouTube channel and then also over on Twitter. When was it? Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night. I posted a view. We were in South End, Uptown Charlotte. South End is, well, it's south of Uptown Charlotte, looking back towards the skyscrapers there. The building we were in, we actually do the Master King for it. It is a corporate building for a large national box store. I'm not going to say the name on air, but we do all their Master King for them, and they've just started to occupy this building, and they're all Schlage LFIC cores, which we're actually going to talk about some things related to that today, which reminds me I need to get my Schlage LFIC cylinder out of here, but I'm going to keep talking and move everything down here. But the boss and I, we went up there and we were doing that. Of course, there it is. Excuse me. As happens with buildings, the door schedules and hardware schedules get changed, and so we did a number of things. But we were on the top floor when I took that picture, and they actually have an outdoor patio on the top floor. They've got one on a lower floor, like 5 floors below, but the top floor, 25th floor, has an outdoor patio, and it had just thunderstormed. It had thunderstormed while we were in the building, which that's pretty cool. I've only experienced that once before, being in, a high-rise, skyscraper, as us country people call it, skyscraper. So it was pretty fun, and that was right after the storm. And of course, they've got big, like half-inch thick glass walls around the patio. They're like 10 feet tall and all that good stuff. But there's gaps of like about a half-inch between the two of them. And so I was able to position my phone just right so the camera lens looked out and you didn't have all the raindrops on the glass. And took a really, really good run of pictures too. Let's see here. Look at the chat. See, GK Man found 2 old SafeMark system keypads for resetting hotel safes. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Let's see. Miko Wolf, how hard is it to program or key Proximity remote. For Nissan. Now, Miko, I know we don't do, um, we and most of the locksmiths around here don't do Nissan Rogues. I don't know if it's a Nissan Rogue that you're talking about, but all of our programmers, we've got several different programmers. One of them's the Auto ProPad 2. One of them is the Altel or Autel. Um, there's another one that we have, but we've got three different ones, and all three of them, when you hook to a Nissan Rogue, will say, "Do not attempt to make a key for this vehicle. You have a 50% chance of bricking the vehicle." So we don't touch them. We send people to the dealer, and there are several other locksmiths, even locksmiths who concentrate on automotive locksmithing in our area that do the same thing. They just will not touch a Nissan Rogue. Let's see, Jason loves his mini Nifx. Yeah, those are pretty good. Audio's good. Audio's good. Okay, cool. 78 there at Dana's house. Yeah, that's not bad. It's already up to probably about 81 outside now, and there's a lot of cloud cover, so it's not really, really hot yet. Nissan Kick. Okay, Miko. From what I've seen, they're not that bad. They're just like programming any other type of key. But you have to, if I remember correctly, on some of those, you have certain programming spots within the car. Like some of them, you put the proximity fob in the cup holder, or there's a place in the glove box, or a place in the armrest storage compartment. Um, some you hold up to the start button. I'm not really sure about that because, again, I don't, auto's the one thing that I know just a tiny bit about now as compared to a year ago. Um, but yeah, let's see. At least it ain't a Honda. Yeah, we do. James, we do Hondas all day long. Um, I can actually cut a Honda key, and I've programmed a couple Honda keys, but that's it. Just because there's people who came up to the shop and needed a new one. We happen to have everything. Cutting them is fine as long as the key isn't worn down too bad and it works well in the ignition. To add a key, let's see. Yeah, Jay, if it is all keys lost, okay to try. Yeah. Well, I mean, and I'll tell people who call into the shop, I'm like, look, the reason why we say take it to the dealership is because if if doing this, adding a key to it breaks the car, they can give you a new car. We can't. We're not a Nissan dealership. We can't give you a new Nissan because we screwed yours up. Jeff, good morning. You run from all. Yes. Yes. If, if the day comes when I ever run a shop, I'll gladly hire somebody to do auto as long as they know exactly what they're doing and they have all the equipment. I ain't touching it. Give me safes, commercial, access control, residential. Um, give me everything else. We have been so busy doing commercial and access control lately that is just freaking unreal. Lock pickings gal. Oh no, your mom's taking a turn for the worse. So sorry, LPG. God, definitely thoughts and prayers with you, and let us know. I mean, you've got our contact information. Let us know if you need anything. Okay. We're a family here, and most of us have never met in person. with each other, and but we're a family for sure. So let us know if you need anything from us, and we'll help you. Um, let's see, who forgot to thumbs up? We only have half. All right, folks. So let's turn and look at some goodies. Um, we might actually, we might, we might actually pick a daggone lock today. I'm gonna bring the camera around here, so if you get motions, whew, Cornelia, really, Cornelia, oh God, that was not ladylike of you at all, whatsoever. Shoot, over there in the litter box. Jeez Louise. There we go. God, Cornelia. Really? I got to turn the camera so she, yeah. All right, so, whew, thought I was bad. Which, by the way, being a locksmith is a lot like being a cop, I've found. And one of the things of being a cop is you don't eat greasy food when you're in the middle of your shift. Yeah, we got barbecue yesterday for lunch. Yeah. Um, Trying to get it to where the litter box isn't in there, but I guess that ain't gonna happen. I've got to clean it. I haven't cleaned it in a couple days. All right, so let's see here. What's a lock? Hey, Robert Patton, call 911 if he passes out. Just make sure that y'all know the number for 911. Area code first. Let's see. Happy there's no such thing as smell-o-vision. Yep, GQ man, definitely be glad of that for sure. All right, so this week, uh, got a couple Medeco cylinders during a clean out. That was a clean out from one of the trucks. They're in a box, and so we're going to try to maybe pick one of these. Also, did a rekey day before yesterday, or went to a rekey day before yesterday. You know what? You didn't wash your paws, Missy. You need to go wash your paws before you get up here. Did a rekey, got called for a rekey the other day, and I get there. They're all exit devices, commercial, retail, property, and anyway, I get there, and this is on the door. We didn't install them, um, but anyway, boss was like, "Sure, we can rekey these." Well, we didn't have any control blanks, and as you can see, these are large format interchangeable core cylinders in the housing still. And we might try to pick one of these. It's been forever since I've picked a Mul-T-Loc, though. But I got 3 of them. And I do actually have the key. You can see the key. Mul-T-Loc, A1 Locksmiths, which A1, I don't mind putting that out there because that's a national franchise. It turns, it just stops because of the cam on the back. Let's see. Let's look here. Let's look. All right, James, have a good night. Let's see. Litter picker, a lock is an enclosure or basin located in the course, canal, or river, gates of each end. Okay, so if we had a lock, L-O-C-H, on the lake, or on the lock, or a lock, L-O-C-K, on the lock, L-O-C-H, then we could do some lock picking with a lock. Huh. Wow. Yeah, Rune, these do have a nice patina to them. We'll take a look at these here in a second. Let's see. I got to eat. So what is the number? Number to what? Let's see. Now it's Mul-T-Loc FSIC. Pretty sure that is continuing those. Yeah. Um, my boss said that we actually had some control keys, but we didn't. We were out of them. And he said that he's done like one system that had Mul-T-Loc interchangeable core. I had never seen them. I didn't know. Like Rune said, I didn't know they made them. Side drill for the repainter 10 for the repainter 10. Jesus, Tim, come on now, get it together. Anyway, yeah, that's probably what we'll wind up doing. I didn't bring the drill in with me though, so we might not drill, but I'm going to give it a shot just to see if I can still pick these things. Let's get the camera here. Do this through the camera, and they feel pretty lubed up, but I'm still going to give it a snort of Houdini and run the key in and out of it a few times just to get everything lubed up. Try to give myself as much of an advantage as I possibly can. Now, the reason why I titled this video the way that I did is because that pick sucks. Let's see, do I have any finished left side flags? I think I do. Let me try this one now. Is if you're not familiar with these, the retainer pin is the same as a Schlage FSIC. So you've got a little retainer lug. At least that's the way I understand it. This one we might actually be able to take apart, maybe. If we take the retainer off of it. Let's see here. Hi, Robert Patton. Let's put it here. Honestly, I think we're going to have better luck picking the Medeco than we are these. Yeah, my picks suck. I'll have to sit down with this one, actually. But I've got it here. Let's try to... I do this. Because see, you can see the kick cylinder actually in there. Now, locksmiths can do this. I mean, when you get to the point where you can change the tip on your screwdriver one-handed, you're a locksmith. Yes, I'm assisting over here, I know. This isn't my regular screwdriver. Let's see. Dana, you don't have a Mul-T-Loc? Okay. Let's see. In the same location and functions basically the same way. Yeah, that's what my boss was saying, that the control lug is pretty much in the same spot. Yeah, and just like on Schlage IC, yeah, you can't get to it from the back. Let's see. Equivalent, and can you swap in Schlage? Click one, small click on two. It's totally exactly the same if it's the same housing. Okay, cool. Let's see. I've got 2 rim housings here, and when we were doing that job the other night, my boss we had one we needed to take apart because it's a custom keyed construction core that we needed to get into, and we removed the housing. And he's like, "Well, I need this hole to be over here." It wasn't a rim housing, but it was a mortise housing. Let's see. Let me go run and grab the drill. We got some time. Give me just a second, y'all. You might be able to hear me for a little bit. I don't know. So I'll try not to cuss or burp or fart or anything like that. Just going out here to the car. Like I said, I doubt y'all can even still hear me. I guess it's a good thing that AirPods don't have cameras on them yet, because if they did, y'all would have just seen the combination to get into my car. So drill, not impact. Where's that? Alright. Okay. No. Cornelia. No. Get back. Get back. Get back. Come here. Yeah. Alright. Can y'all still hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Please let me know. Yes, that drill works. I can hear you from the car. Okay, that's really cool. Is that a huge fart? Oh, yes, we. Okay, okay. It's good to know AirPods work that far. For some reason, the other week, I was like, after the last live that I did, after I was done with all my chores and everything, I went outside and just wanted to lay in the sun because I was missing the lake. And anyway, I was laying out there, had my AirPods in, listening to music, chilling out, and sorry, I'm trying to find a Sharpie, and don't have a Sharpie in there. What? And anyway, they kept fading out for some reason. So I had to like move my phone to a different spot because it was on the porch instead of getting cooked in the sun. And where the hell are my Sharpies? Oh well. Oh well. I ain't got time to mess with it. Worry about it. Yeah. I really need to get stuff organized here. Why'd y'all let me get so disorganized? Jeez. So I'm gonna put it right about here. There's something I can scratch that with. There's not. Alright. But let me get a what do y'all think? 1/8 inch drill bit? Yeah, let's try 1/8 inch drill bit. Alright. Switch to go. Where do we say? Right about here. Might be a little high on that one. Yeah, I need to come down. Come down and come over a little bit. Y'all see that? Now, I'm not worried about showing this drill point on camera because you obviously have to get the housing out of the door and everything. So I'm going to do right about there. Y'all thought I was going to drill my thumb. No, it went through. Think. Holy shnikes. And this over here. I think we actually went right in on it. Let's see here. Let's look at the chat. Look at the chat. We could hear you the whole time. See. Safety squint is on. Yes, I put my safety squints on. Ren, I would use a punch if I had one here in the shop. Good thing you have that vise. Yes, yes, Jay. It is a great thing that I have this vise. I just didn't want to run the risk of ruining it. Yeah, I think I actually hit right on the lug, maybe. Now let's see if we can get something pokey and pointy enough. Maybe this Allen will do it. Let's come over here. Let's come over here. Oh no. Y'all think we need to make the hole bigger to get to it? Let's see. Man, he don't need no damn bias. Blood goes everywhere. This looks dangerous. Yep. Didn't want to scratch the vise. Nope, at all. James, that's it exactly. Just impatient. I'm going to go up to a 5/30 seconds bit, but I don't want to drill all the way through, obviously. Wish I could get the camera a little bit better angle. Really? Where's canned air when I need it? Ooh, yeah. Look right there, see? Alright, so I need something to pokey through this. And yes, don't worry, y'all. I will clean up all the brass shavings. I need the key, don't I? There we go. And just like that, Robert is your mother's brother. Ooh, look at that. That's the first time I've ever drilled one of these out, too. I've never drilled out a large format cylinder. Um, Dang, that's like I'm fairly impressed by that. Just took off just a little bit right there. Wow. All right, let's get zoomed out. Okay, and I need to get um, get this cleaned up. We don't need kitties with brass in their paws. We don't need LPPs with brass in their paws. I guess if I were at work, instead of using a little Allen wrench to poke that out, I would have used my hook tool or shrum tool, whichever way you call it. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? I'm kind of impressed with that. Let's see. You're just sticking in a pokey tool of some type. Yep. Hole size needs to be large enough for your tool. Night owl. It's a good thing I can keep a straight face. Interchangeable core tension wrench work on this. Torch, no, I don't think so because this is a, this is Mul-T-Loc. The IC tensioner is, I believe, designed for best. And you can see here, like, if we, where's all my stuff here? All right, so I'm gonna zoom in down here. All right, so we got our screw cap retainer pin. I really need some shrum tools for here. But you can see there is a little ramp right back here, and a little control pin right at the end. Right at, where is my flashlight? Okay. So there's a little, like, right here at the end of the Allen, there's a little pin that'll go up and actually engage a pin that sits on top of it here, which goes up into the control lug. And this whole ring here rotates back. So basically the way that a control key works for this is you have a key, you have a control blank that is cut to whatever key operates it. And then it's got a little extended edge on it, and we'll go up and push that retainer pin or that lug pin in just enough. So when you rotate the plug, it'll pull that retaining lug in and allow you to insert or remove the core. Pretty cool little system. It's the exact same thing as Schlage. So right there, you can see it more pronounced on the back of the Schlage. Right there, that's the pin for the retainer lug, and that's how you put them in, take them out. That's actually what the boss and I were doing all the other evening. I took that picture. It's all Schlage LFIC. Let's see. Pokey tool, needing a brass magnet. We actually got aluminum to stick to a magnet yesterday, doing an access control job. And we were at the point in the job where it was just kind of delirium, so we both just kind of laughed about it. That's all we could do. It wasn't that bad of a job, but it was hot outside. And we were halfway inside and didn't have certain things that we needed to have and had certain things that we didn't want to have, which is the case on almost all access control jobs anymore. Let's see. All right, G came in at the flea market. Fred Flintstoner, good morning. Routed 2 aluminum doors. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's like everything I've touched in the last 2 weeks is involved drilling steel or aluminum. Let's see. Yeah, aluminum spirals stick to everything. Rune, if you have anybody over this way who's going to be sending you stuff in the next few months or whatever, let me know, and I will ship one of these to them and get it over to you. I've got 3, like you saw, and I'm going to keep one in my collection and then give the others away. This key, I may be able to duplicate it. It's the 236 keyway, but that really just has to do with the interactive pin, from what I'm told, as far as the depth that it needs to be. Yeah, I'll get one over to you for sure. Let's see, Dave Adion, for us the LFIC, SFIC really comes in handy on panic. So yes, for sure. Dave, in fact, we've got customers that rekey often, and if they've got exit devices, we really try to sell them on interchangeable core, whether it's Best or Schlage. A lot of times we do try to sell them on Schlage because the keys are a little bit cheaper. I mean, you're paying for a SC4 blank for your keys, unless if they want something more. But yeah, I mean, it's cheaper for them in the long run too, because we charge more per cylinder that's attached to an exit device. We charge a lot more than what we do for just a regular commercial cylinder rekey, and we charge per cylinder, which is what you should do. And but yeah, I mean, on larger buildings that have a lot of exit devices, it's really nice. And the cool thing with the reason why I like the Schlage LFIC is that you don't have to worry about somebody having the control key. You just need a working key, a key that will, turn the tumblers, as Jeff Moss likes to say. And he's going to slap me for that if he rewatches this. But anyway, if you can turn the plug with if you have a key that will turn it, then you just need to take a Schlage control blank and cut that same bitting onto it, and then insert it, and you'll be able, you have a control key. Best, you don't have that luxury. Best and Keymark, Um, like I drilled all these key mark cylinders out. Yeah, that was not good drilling. This was good drilling. I'm proud of that. I'm glad y'all got to see that on video. I'm gonna go back and highlight that clip. Um, but anyway, um, yeah, you have to have the control key, and you don't have the luxury of being able to kind of guess at it. So that's why I like Schlage LFIC. Yep. In other words, Dave just said what I've been trying to say for like the last 5 minutes. He said it in one sentence. That's me. Um, let's set these over here, and then just because it's my channel, and I'll pick if I want to. Put this in here, and of course, you always give it a snorter Houdini before you pick it. Yep. And if you angle the Houdini just right, you will lubricate your contacts as well, or your camera lens, like I just did. And yeah, so let's see. What these picks? Gonna use my top of the keyway pry bar. Gotta lubricate the lock picker, and let's try going counterclockwise first. No, not refocus. Zoom. There we go. Speaking of Zoom, still looking for the next guest to come on live with me. Again, just hit me up. I've got a couple people who are interested, but it just hasn't worked out yet. And I mean, that's fine because I've been on a summertime schedule. Dana, oh, your eyes. Yep, like I said, it'll lubricate your contacts, especially in the back of the truck. Makes the image nice and smooth and less sharp. Shouldn't have to worry about your dry eye problem for the rest of the day. Danny, you've got dry eyes because you've been on the lake like I have. Finally quit getting sunburned, start getting tanned, which is always nice. All right. Is that an okay video angle for me picking? Yeah. It's actually kind of tight in my pick. Let's get more feedback going this way. I need my really, really good picks. The blue-handled picks. They're in the car. I don't know why they're in the car. Every time I see them, I try to remember to bring them in. There you go. Here's the logo. I think that is biaxial, right? No. I forget. Because we only sell M3, and then we have one customer who's on uh, Medeco Classic, actually, which is unrestricted Medeco now. So we don't even keep the blanks for that in the secret spot. Yes, we've got several different secret places. Oh, and I actually pinned up a Primus cylinder for the first time the other day, actually a few days ago. It was 4 Primus cylinders with the finger pins and everything, and that was interesting. Whenever you pin those, if you ever pin those, make sure that you put the springs in for the sidebar. Just saying, make sure you do that. If you don't, then you might get a little frustrated as to why the key won't come out. Litter picker. I think in this case, biaxial would mean that it likes both locksmiths and lock sporters. How's that? We'll go with that. Dana doesn't tan. Yeah, I was a crispy critter for like May until mid-July, I guess. Yeah, in the school system that I was a school resource officer for 1 year. It was all Corbin, but we had MTech on the exterior doors and then regular cylinders on the interior doors. Um, Now, they didn't do all schools to where your exterior keyway was the same as the interior, but um, they did on one of them, I think. Yeah, one of them. Yeah, if you don't put sidebar springs in, key really won't come out. This probably ain't getting fixed today, y'all. It's just not liking this pick. Yeah, I'm gonna need a different pick. But we'll come back to it for sure. All right, let's go to let's go to here. How's this? There we go. I see a little kitty. I see a little kitty over here. Actually, Cornelia, you have all your babies with you? Yes, you do. There are all the babies right there. Say hello. Uh-huh. Say hello. Say hi, babies. Say hi. Yep, there's one cuddled way down in there. All right. Since they're all cuddled up, I'm not gonna like try to haul them out and everything. I think that's kind of become their chair. So they're always in it whenever I come out here to feed them. Well, Cornelia's not. She's meeting me at the door every time. But anywho, so yeah, I hope that we covered something pretty interesting. I learned something about this, and I've got this fancy LFIC housing. Um, let's see here. Dark red. Do you move the pins in and out to align the sidebar cuts? For which lock, Reen? Because the MTech, or not MTech, Mhart, or now it's known as Corbin Russwin High Security. Um, that out. Help me remember how that works. Um, it's the that's the one with the interlocking pins. So you have to, like, the pins have a tongue and groove type shape to them. Steel Pinnings actually did a decent video on it years ago, explaining and showing the pins in the high security or M-Heart cylinders. They're kind of finicky though. I would not want to pin one of those. If it were my choice, I would not have that system. I would stick to some other system because that system looks like when it fails, it fails. Um, the biaxial, yeah, biaxial has a sidebar, doesn't it? Should. So you lift and rotate. Both Mhart and Medeco work on the same principle, or on the principle of lifting and rotating the pins simultaneously. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. James, yeah, yeah, she's a good kitty. Medeco checks rotation using a sidebar that has to enter a groove on the side of the pin. Right, and then Corbin High Security does the dovetailing pins, or interlocking pins. Now, the thing that is really cool about the Corbin Russwin High Security, or Mhart, is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you can have master keying based on different angles. Um, it's like your master key can have a left cut in um, in the key, whereas your change key could have a right cut, and it actually interlocks with the master pin. Is that correct? Um, let's see. Biaxial added an offset to the tip of the pin, so the cuts on the key need to be offset the same way. Gotcha. So the Medeco original, though, they're just Medeco original. You still lift and rotate, right? Is that correct? Because I've never had to blow one apart, a Medeco original. Now, I've never had one to play with either. Um, oh, do you know? Oh, okay. They're having family time. M-Heart has pins interlocked with tongue and groove. Keep the pins locked together until rotated to the correct angle and height to match with the groove in the plug. That's right. And that's why you have on the M-Heart keys, on the bottom of the blade, there's actually, they're manufactured with grooves in there which line up with those grooves, which keep the top pins from shooting down into the bottom of the keyway in the plug if you turn a full 360. Yeah, Medicos always lift and rotate, but the pins have tips centered. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've just had biaxial to pick, and of course we sell M3 at work. Um, I mean, honestly, I'm really, after doing the Primus cylinder the other day, because you can get it in regular, like a Primus key, which is similar to a Schlage C, or SC1 key, or you can do it in Everest, which I like Everest anyway. That's what I've got on my house. and yeah, that's a commercial keyway. So, and the reason why I like Everest is you have to go to a locksmith to get a key blank for it. You can't just go up to Lowe's or Ace Hardware or anywhere like that. You have to be pretty much have to be a locksmith to get it. Regardless, you're going to spend about $8 a key to get a copy of it made. And yes, Emhart made master pins that had a groove on the top and a tongue on the bottom and were able to change both height and rotation. Yes. Yeah, that's what I thought I remembered. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool, but I don't know. All that moving stuff in there, I mean, that's a lot to fail. I mean, you think about it when, I get nervous with number 2 master wafers for Schlage. I mean, I don't get nervous because I know they work. I know Schlage, if we do that, it's going to be in a Schlage cylinder and the tolerances are going to be okay. But, still, it's like, that could always get hung up or something in a sloppy cylinder, I guess. All right, folks. So it is now 11:16 a.m. Eastern time, and I think we're going to go ahead and start wrapping it up. I've got a lot of chores to do. I've neglected, like vacuuming and washing dishes and stuff like that. And I need to spend some time with the kitties. Everybody be quiet. Everybody be quiet. Now, the babies are eating solid food. They love their cans, just like their mama does. And um, I did lubricate the rims. Sorry about that. That's why y'all couldn't see anything I was doing. Um, yeah, the babies are all they all eat can too, and actually the biggest one, he'll run out and meet me at the door with Cornelia whenever I walk in out here. Um, but anyhow, so let's go ahead and start winding up a little bit. Let's see. The beauty of Schlage Primus is you can put Primus on outside and regular. Yep, that's it exactly, Dave. Yeah, you can do that and save money, save your customers money, and save you time from having to pin finger pins and Primus cylinders and all that good stuff. Um, no one's been able to buy a new Emhart system since the 80s or so. Okay, yeah, yep. It's lunchtime, Dana. Always make steps at 2 or higher to keep the little 0.6 millimeter single step wafers to tilt it. Yep. Yeah, Rune, there's with Schlage Master King, the minimum is 2. So you can have a 1 and a 3, or a 4 and a 6, but you can't have a 4 and a 5 um, in your progressions with Schlage. Um, So anyway, folks, yep, it's about time for lunch. I didn't have a chance to grab breakfast this morning because I was kind of in a hurry. Anyway, so I'm not sure. I might be on next weekend. I don't know. It depends on a couple of things. But I think I'll be here. Um, if I'm not, don't be surprised. But I think I will be here. Either way, I'll let y'all know. Um, and um, I'm going to, like I said, get these other IC cores out, um, and send them on to folks. And I've got some other stuff I want to get together, send out. I've got like a box over here of stuff to send out to people, and I'm going to do it at some point. So Anyway, well, hey, Legless, I didn't see you pop in earlier. Um, but anyhow, um, let's see, this week I'm going to be booked up again because we're staying booked out like solid 2 weeks ahead of time at least. Monday is already full for me, and it was actually closed off because we thought I was going to be in the shop all day Monday, but I'm not, and now I've got like 6 jobs, and that was all in the span of probably 3 hours yesterday. So kind of shows you how busy we are. But anyhow, if it rains, we will see you. Maybe, Jay. Maybe. It depends. Depends on what the rain's going to look like. We've escaped a couple storms and some rain, just barely a couple times. But in fact, this past Sunday, it was coming a storm, and it took 20 minutes to park the boat at the launch, to be able to get it and get it on the trailer and everything, and get out of there. We didn't get rained on, but it was close. The wind was blowing. So, Kurt O, Lock and Key, yes. I mean, hell, Kurt, hit us up. You've got everybody here in this chat. You've got everybody's in Jason's chat. Get with us. Ask us questions. My contact information is always in the comments, so send me an email or Twitter message. Night Owl is an encyclopedia. J, HKS, those, I mean, everybody, they're who I go to when, my boss doesn't know the answer or he's not around or something. So yeah, and I will answer what I can, what I've learned. I wish that, yeah, Rune, I do have an Acid Twin with your name on it. Actually, I think that is this one right here. Yep. So I will put this and this together with your name on it. And like I said, let me know if you've got anybody shipping something to you from here. And I will send this to them and piggyback on them. So let me know. But James got some Duke's mayo. Awesome. Yes. Put that on your ham and cheese sandwich next time you go kayaking or go to the lake or something. Or make deviled eggs. Whatever. It's awesome and everything. But yeah, I mean, hit us up, Kurt. We're always here. I want to do, at some point in the future, I would love to do like a door smithing video because I think learning that helped me more than anything. Um, learning how to look at the whole door and figure out what's off from it and how to fix it. So if the opportunity comes up, I will do a door smithing video and break it down. It won't be live, um, but I'll break it down and show you kind of the steps that I've learned and what I look for and try to figure out. So hopefully that will be, hopefully one day I'll get the chance to do that. I don't know when that'll be. So anyway, all right, y'all have a great one. Y'all stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay out of trouble, and try to see y'all over at Jason's. Don't let me get too wrapped up in vacuuming, or go out in the front and like try to lay in the sun and then fall asleep like I might have done a couple weeks ago. Anyway, y'all have a let's see, +1 for door smithing. Andy Perrin is doing it. Yeah, I mean I've learned. Yeah, like Jay just said, we do more door smithing than we do locksmithing. Um, Somebody calls and says, hey, the deadbolt on my front door, I think it's broken. It's really hard to lock and unlock. It needs to be replaced. Well, if you just open the door and swap it out for a new deadbolt, you're going to have the same problems. If it works really easily with the door open and works hardly at all with the door closed. Like actually, the other day before yesterday, I had a job where they said the outside door to a patio area from a bedroom was locked, and they could not get it unlocked. And um, get there, and it was a Pella door with a hoppy lock type function. And, I mean, you cram down on it, and it won't open. I took my little mini pry bar, put it under the edge, stepped on it to help lift it up, yanked up on it, pushed down on the lever, and swung the door. And it was, and the customer, the woman who lived there, she was like, "Oh my God, how'd you do that?" She said, "We had like 6 people from the painters trying to get it open, and they spent 2 hours trying to get it open and couldn't." And I said, "I know what happened. I know what was wrong with it." So yeah, um, door smithing is absolutely awesome. Hey, Rune, that would be awesome. Yeah. James, Doorsmith is a better title, I think. Doorsmith with locksmithing specialty. All right, folks. Y'all, we're out of here. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay out of trouble. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Thank y'all.